G'day team, Jeremy Britton, 24-hour wealth coach, down on the beach after my sunrise meditation. Sunrise over there, I'm getting earlier every day, longer days, warmer days, just loving it. One of my jobs as a coach is I've got to know a few things. I've been around the block a few times. I've spent 20 years in different businesses and also been researching different avenues to create wealth, not just business, but stocks and shares, property, and other avenues. Sometimes you get to look at a lot of things and you look at clients and they're about to get into a scam or they're about to get into a pyramid scheme or something that's illegal or questionable. And sometimes I don't know all the answers, but what I do know is how to ask the right questions. And I've spoken to a couple of clients just in the last week, and one guy was actually starting a business, and I won't embarrass him by saying what the business was, but he was selling a particular product or service, and he sat down with me and said, I've got it all worked out, I've got my plan, my product or service costs this much, and I need to sell this many a year, and this is how I'm going to do it. And his main aim was he wanted to make around about $250,000 a year, which is quite a reasonable income. And I just asked the question, well, how many people in this region actually use that product or service? He's like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, if you're selling weddings, you've got to find out what's the population of the town and how many people in that town actually get married every year. If you're selling vegetarian hamburgers, you've got to find out how many people are in the town and how many people are actually vegetarians and how many people can you convince to actually try a vegetarian burger if they're not vegetarians at the time. He's like, well, I don't know. I said, okay, well, how many competitors are there in this particular town or region? He's like, oh, I don't know, maybe about 4. So I pulled my phone out, did a little bit of searching on Google to find out how many people were in that particular target market and how many people were servicing that target market. And when we divided the target market by the number of competitors, none of those competitors could have been making $250,000 a year selling that particular product or service in that particular area. So his ambitions actually exceeded what was possible in that region. And so that business would not have been viable for him to start. There's other people I talk to who just say, well, I just want to make $1 million and I just want to be a millionaire. Like, okay, cool. And they don't care whether they do it in property, shares, business, however they do it, they just want to be a millionaire. So, okay, why do you want to be a millionaire? Because I want to have a really big house. And why do you want to have a really big house? So I've got somewhere to park my Ferrari. Why do you want to be able to park your Ferrari? Why do you want a Ferrari? Because then, ultimately, after they've impressed the friends and the neighbours, at the end of the day, you keep asking the question, why do you want that? Why do you want that? Why do you want that? Because then they say, because I want to be happy. I want to have $1 million so I can feel secure, so I can feel lovely, so I can feel happy. So, okay, cool. Do you know anybody who's got a big house and who's got a Ferrari? Well, no, I don't. Right, where have you seen these things? I've seen them on TV. Okay, and the guy on TV, was he happy? Well, no, the guy on TV, actually, he was a drug dealer and in the end of the movie he got shot. Like, right. It's going to be difficult to actually pull off these things for you if subconsciously you've got these twin desires. One, I want to be happy, and two, thinking that the guy on the movie or the guy on the TV was actually not happy. Then it's going to be very difficult for you to achieve that goal. First of all, you've got to go out and meet some people in real life who have actually got the thing that you want and check to see if it's real. A lot of the things on TV are not real. A lot of times the rich guys on TVs are the bad guys or the drug dealers or the crooked politicians or crooked cops or whatever. And the reality on TV is not actually reality. Sometimes you've got to actually meet these people in real life, find a few benevolent billionaires or some generous millionaires who give to charity and who do have a happy life rather than a life filled with stress, and say, okay, I want to model my life upon that person. If you're starting a business or if you're starting a course of investment, whatever it happens to be, you've really got to look at someone who's actually further down the track than you and say, okay, how have they done it? What have they done? How can I model them? Again, a coach doesn't have all of the answers. They just know to ask the right questions. I'll talk to you soon down on the beach or at 24hourwealthcoach.com.